This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated Moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay! Any firepower you need, I got you covered.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right. Then it's settled.
Wait! We can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Nodcry is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant.
You will? Well, in that case...
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal? It's a very useful thing to have around.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you...
Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think, Lord, don't forget. When something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Ta-da! See? It's right here. Oh, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back. So he made me a very attractive offer. Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kaveh to make them for you. That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharu War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authority? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be... Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort... My priority is...
All right.
I do say so, and... Oh, and could...
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Diran, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly.
What? You can
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faustsert Elegy. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
All right then. Stay safe.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka.
My lady. What are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend, for me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas.
Hey everyone, guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleff?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleff is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleff?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend, he betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us?
I...
You see, you're torn. Now you